Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. During your naturalization interview, a USCIS officer will ask you many questions about your application and background. The officer will usually ask these questions in a way that is different than how they are worded in the application to make sure you have not just memorized the answers. We compiled some sample questions and answers according to the new N-400 form and some real situations. Please replace the words highlighted in yellow and underlined for your actual situation. Part 1. Information about your eligibility. How are you eligible for naturalization? How are you eligible for naturalization?
I have been a lawful permanent resident for over 5 years. Please replace yellow letter with your situation.
What is your basic eligibility to become a U.S. citizen? What is your basic eligibility to become a U.S. citizen?
I got my green card for over 5 years. If you married a U.S. citizen, you would answer, I have been married to a U.S. citizen, and I got my green card for over 3 years.
Are you filing for naturalization under the general provision? Are you filing for naturalization under the general provision? Are you applying for naturalization through the general process? Are you applying for naturalization through the general process?
Yes, I am.
How did you become a permanent resident? How did you become a permanent resident?
I became a permanent resident through my family. My sister sponsored me.
Did you get your green card through a family member? Did you get your green card through a family member?
Yes, my daughter sponsored me.
Who was the sponsor for your green card? Who was the sponsor for your green card?
Example, my daughter.
Are you filing for naturalization through your marriage? Are you filing for naturalization through your marriage?
Yes, I am.
How did you get your green card? How did you get your green card?
I got my green card through my marriage. My husband sponsored me.
How long have you had your green card? How long have you had your green card?
I got my green card for over 5 years.
How long have you been a permanent resident? How long have you been a permanent resident?
I have been a permanent resident for 10 years.
When did you become a lawful permanent resident? When did you become a lawful permanent resident?
I became a lawful permanent resident on August 4th, 2015.
What is your residency date? What is your residency date?
August 27th, 2015.
When did you come to the U.S.? When did you come to the U.S.?
May 9th, 2015.
Part 2. Information about you. What's your current legal name? What's your current legal name?
My current legal name is Diego Perez.
What's your full name? What's your full name?
My full name is Diego Perez.
What's your first name? What's your first name?
My first name is Diego.
What's your given name? What's your given name?
My given name is Diego.
What's your last name? What's your last name?
My last name is Perez.
What's your family name? What's your family name?
My family name is Perez.
How do you spell your first name? How do you spell your first name?
D-I-E-G-O. Diego.
Do you have a middle name? Do you have a middle name?
No.
If you answer yes, the officer can ask, "What's your middle name?"
Example. My middle name is Funes.
Have you used any other name since birth? Have you used any other name since birth?
No, I don't have other names.
If you have used another name since birth, the officer can ask, "What's your first name, given name?" What's your last name, family name? What's your middle name? Have you ever changed your name? Have you ever changed your name?
No, I have not.
Would you like to legally change your name? Would you like to legally change your name?
Yes, I would. Or, no, I would not.
Do you want to change your name? Do you want to change your name?
Yes, I want to change my name.
Please state your new name. What name do you want to change?
Example: my new name is Jordan Perez.
Can you write down the new name on a sheet of paper? Can you write down the new name on a sheet of paper?
Yes.
What is your gender? What is your gender?
I am a male.
What is your date of birth? What is your date of birth? Tell me your date of birth. Tell me your date of birth.
Example: November 1st, 1975.
What date did you become a lawful permanent resident? What date did you become a lawful permanent resident?
August 17th, 2015.
Where were you from? Where were you from? What is your country of birth? What is your country of birth?
My country of birth is Mexico.
What is your country of citizenship or nationality? What is your country of citizenship or nationality?
My country of citizenship is Mexican.
Are you a citizen of Mexico? Are you a citizen of Mexico?
Yes, I am.
Do you have another country of nationality? Do you have another country of nationality?
No, I don't.
Was one of your parents, including adoptive parents, a U.S. citizen before your 18th birthday? Was one of your parents, including adoptive parents, a U.S. citizen before your 18th birthday?
No, officer.
Do you have a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge and understanding of the English language or civics requirements for naturalization? Do you have a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge and understanding of the English language or civics requirements for naturalization?
No, I don't.
Do you want the Social Security Administration, SSA, to issue you an original or replacement Social Security card and update your immigration status with the SSA if and when you are naturalized? Do you want the Social Security Administration, SSA, to issue you an original or replacement Social Security card and update your immigration status with the SSA if and when you are naturalized?
Yes, I do.
Please tell me your Social Security number. Please tell me your Social Security number. Can you give me your Social Security number? Can you give me your Social Security number?
Example: 756 323578.
What is your daytime telephone number? What is your daytime telephone number?
Example: 728 757 3569.
What is your mobile telephone number? What is your mobile telephone number?
728 757 3569.
Do you have an email address? Do you have an email address?
Yes, I do.
What is your email address? What is your email address?
Example: Diego Perez 1975 at gmail.com.
Part 3. Biographic information. Are you Hispanic or Latino? Are you Hispanic or Latino?
Yes, I am Hispanic or Latino. If you answered no, the officer may ask,
What is your race? What is your race?
I'm Asian.
What is your height? What is your height? How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet 2 inches.
How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? Or, what is your weight? What is your weight?
Example: I'm 148 pounds.
What color are your eyes? What color are your eyes? Or, what's your eye color? What's your eye color?
Example: black.
What color is your hair? What color is your hair? Or, what's your hair color? What's your hair color?
Example: blonde.
Part 4. Information about your residence. What is your current physical address? What is your current physical address?
Example: 13417 Cocoa Palm Court, Bakersfield, California 93314.
How long have you lived at your current address? How long have you lived at your current address?
3 years.
When did you move to the current address? When did you move to the current address?
Example: I moved to the current address on July 23rd, 2022.
Has your address changed since you sent your application? Has your address changed since you sent your application?
No.
Did you move after you applied for naturalization? Did you move after you applied for naturalization?
No, officer. Or, yes, I moved 5 months ago after I applied for naturalization. Can you update it for me?
All right, I need to know some information before updating it for you. Please tell me your new address. Please tell me your new address.
7351 South Bass Avenue, Tucson, Arizona, 85746.
When did you move to the address? When did you move to the address?
I moved to that address on May 23rd, 2024.
Have you lived anywhere else during the last 5 years? Have you lived anywhere else during the last 5 years?
No.
If you answer yes, the officer can ask, where have you resided during the last 5 years? Where have you resided during the last 5 years?
Example, I lived in California before.
When did you move to that address? When did you move to that address?
Example, I moved to that address on April 13th, 2021.
Is your current physical address also your current mailing address? Is your current physical address also your current mailing address?
Yes, it is.
What is your current mailing address? What is your current mailing address?
It is the same current address.
Part 5. Information about your marital history. Are you currently married? Are you currently married?
Yes or no?
Have you been married? Have you been married?
Yes, officer.
Are you currently single, married, divorced, or widowed? Are you currently single, married, divorced, or widowed?
Example, I am single.
What's your current marital status? What's your current marital status?
Example, I am married.
If you are currently married, is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces? If you are currently married, is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
How many times have you been married? How many times have you been married?
I got married only once.
Have you previously been married? Have you previously been married? Were you married before? Were you married before?
Yes or no?
What is your spouse's immigration status? What is your spouse's immigration status?
My spouse is a U.S. citizen.
If you are not filing under one of the categories above, skip to Part 6. What is the current legal name of your spouse? What is the current legal name of your spouse?
Example, Mia Reyes.
What is your current spouse's last name, family name? What is your current spouse's last name, family name?
My current spouse's last name, family name, is Mia.
What is your current spouse's first name, given name? What is your current spouse's first name, given name?
My current spouse's first name, given name, is Reyes. R-E-Y-E-S.
What is your current spouse's middle name? What is your current spouse's middle name?
My current spouse doesn't have a middle name.
What is your spouse's birthday? What is your spouse's birthday? What is the date of birth of your spouse? What is the date of birth of your spouse?
Example, March 11th, 1978.
When did you get married to your spouse? When did you get married to your spouse?
September 7th, 2001.
Is your current spouse's present physical address the same as your physical address? Is your current spouse's present physical address the same as your physical address?
Yes.
If you answered no, provide the address in Part 14, Additional Information. When did your current spouse become a U.S. citizen? When did your current spouse become a U.S. citizen?
My spouse was born in the United States. Other. My spouse became a U.S. citizen through naturalization.
What date did your current spouse become a U.S. citizen? What date did your current spouse become a U.S. citizen?
Example, November 3rd, 2022.
What is your current spouse's alien registration number? What is your current spouse's alien registration number?
062 234 147.
How many times has your current spouse been married? How many times has your current spouse been married?
1 time. If your spouse married 2 times, you would answer 2 times.
When did your spouse terminate the previous marriage? When did your spouse terminate the previous marriage?
March 8th, 2012.
Please provide divorce decrees, annulment decrees, or death certificates showing that all of your spouse's prior marriages were terminated, if applicable.
Sure, here you go.
What country is your spouse from? What country is your spouse from?
My spouse is from Mexico.
What is your spouse's current job? What is your spouse's current job? What is your spouse's occupation? What is your spouse's occupation?
My spouse is a warehouse worker.
Where is your spouse currently working? Where is your spouse currently working? Where does your spouse currently work? Where does your spouse currently work?
My spouse is currently working at Pace Supply.
How long has your spouse been working there? How long has your spouse been working there?
My spouse has been working there for 8 years.
Please tell me your current spouse's employer address. Please tell me your current spouse's employer address.
8400 24th Avenue, Sacramento, California, 95826.
Part 6. Information about your children. Do you have children? Do you have children? Do you have any kids? Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
What is the total number of children born to you? What is the total number of children born to you? How many children do you have? How many children do you have?
Example: I have 2 children.
Are all of your children under 18 years of age? Are all of your children under 18 years of age?
Yes or no?
Are your children biological to you? Are your children biological to you?
Yes, they are my biological children.
What are their names? What are their names?
Example: my son's name is Luis Perez, and my daughter's name is Frias Perez.
Where were they born? Where were they born?
They were born in Mexico.
What are their dates of birth? What are their dates of birth? What are their birthdays? What are their birthdays?
My son was born on September 7th, 2010. My daughter was born on June 21st, 2012.
Where do they currently live? Where do they currently live?
They currently live with me and my husband.
Do you have any adopted children? Do you have any adopted children?
No, I don't.
Do you have any stepchildren? Do you have any stepchildren?
No, officer.
Another situation 1. If you have a child with your spouse, the officer will ask you some questions after. Do you and your spouse have any children? Do you and your spouse have any children?
Yes, we have one child together.
What is your child's name? What is your child's name?
My child's name is Campa Carla.
What is your child's date of birth? What is your child's date of birth?
November 17th, 2008.
Does your child reside with you? Does your child reside with you?
Yes, officer.
Where was your child born? Where was your child born?
My child was born in Mexico.
Are you providing support for this child? Are you providing support for this child?
Yes, I am.
Another situation 2. If you have a child from a previous marriage, the officer will ask you some questions after. Do you have any children from previous marriages?
Yes, I have one child.
What is your child's full name?
Example, Anna Smith.
What is your child's date of birth?
April 4th, 2018.
Are you providing support for this child?
Yes, I am.
Does this child currently live with you?
Yes, officer. Or, no, officer. She lives at 2313 Van Patten Place, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89104.
Part 7. Information about your employment and schools you attended. Do you have a job currently? Do you have a job currently? Are you currently employed? Are you currently employed?
Example, no, I am not. Or, I am retired.
Are you currently working? Are you currently working?
Yes, officer.
What is your current job? What is your current job? What job do you have right now? What job do you have right now?
I am a warehouse technician.
Where do you currently work? Where do you currently work? Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
I currently work at VCI Construction.
Who is your current employer? Who is your current employer?
VCI Construction.
Please tell me your employer's address. Please tell me your employer's address.
Example: 1621 La Mirada Drive, San Marcos, California, 92078.
How long have you worked there? How long have you worked there?
I worked there for about 8 years.
What dates have you worked there? What dates have you worked there?
June 14th, 2020.
Have you worked anywhere else in the last 5 years? Have you worked anywhere else in the last 5 years?
No, I've worked at the same place. If you worked anywhere else in the last 5 years, you would answer, yes, I have.
Where have you worked for the last 5 years? Where have you worked for the last 5 years?
I worked at BBSI Incorporated before that.
When did you work there? When did you work there?
August 28th, 2021.
What was your employer's address? What was your employer's address?
25124 Springfield Court, Suite 150, Valencia, California, 91355.
Part 8. Time outside the United States. Have you traveled outside the United States in the last 5 years? Have you traveled outside the United States in the last 5 years? Have you traveled abroad for the past 5 years? Have you traveled abroad for the past 5 years?
Yes, I have.
How many times have you left the United States since you got a green card? How many times have you left the United States since you got a green card?
3 times.
How many trips have you taken outside the U.S. during the last 5 years? How many trips have you taken outside the U.S. during the last 5 years?
3 trips. Note: do not include day trips where the entire trip was completed within 24 hours.
Were any of your trips for 6 months or more? Were any of your trips for 6 months or more? Did any of your trips last 6 months or longer? Did any of your trips last 6 months or longer?
No, officer.
Did you leave the U.S. for more than 6 months? Did you leave the U.S. for more than 6 months?
No.
How many total days did you spend outside the United States during the last 5 years? How many total days did you spend outside the United States during the last 5 years? What is the total number of days you spent outside the U.S.? What is the total number of days you spent outside the U.S.?
87 days.
Which countries did you visit? Which countries did you visit?
Canada and Mexico.
When was your last trip outside the United States? When was your last trip outside the United States?
October 8th, 2024.
What date did you return on the last trip? What date did you return on the last trip?
October 25th, 2024.
Where did you go? Where did you go?
I went to Mexico.
Why did you go there? Why did you go there? What were your reasons for leaving the country? What were your reasons for leaving the country?
To visit my family and relatives.
Another situation. If you left outside the United States more than 6 months on any trips, the officer would ask, have you ever left the United States since you became a permanent resident?
Yes, I have.
Where did you go?
I went to Canada.
What were the reasons you needed to take the trip abroad?
To visit my parents.
Have you left outside the United States more than 6 months in this trip?
Yes, I have.
Please tell me why you left outside the United States more than 6 months in this trip.
Because my mother was so sick, I must take care of her.
Can you give me some evidence?
Yes, here is my mother's medical record.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for more.